All right, everybody, Baron here, and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Today, this is the third iteration of the Tabs Best Unit Tournament. Now, we've done two in the past. So the first one was in April of 2019, and we did all of the factions that were then present in the game, which was 5. So looking at our references here, we had the tribal faction, the farmer faction, the medieval faction, the ancient faction, or as I like to call them, the Greek faction, and the Vikings. But since then, we've added 4 new factions: the Dynasty, the Renaissance, the Pirates, and then the secret faction that none of us really saw coming, although, you know, once there was the teasers out. The Spooky faction. So you may be asking yourself if you're unfamiliar with the process, and I'm glad you asked. Hey Baron, how'd you set up a Tabs tournament? How'd you decide who does what? Well, you'll see here that we've got a unit and its corresponding price, right? So presumably, it makes sense that the most expensive unit is, you know, on a one-to-one basis at the very least, the best unit. Now, a lot has changed because in the past, I think that was the Mammoth was the most expensive one. Here's our first tournament, right? So the number 1 seed, what we do is we use a bracket system, right? And we give seed numbers to all of the units. Best units get the lowest seed, like they're number 1, aka most likely to win the tournament. The least expensive, here being the Halfling, it would be the lowest seed. Then you use something like this one, the Challenge website, where you can put them in here. So this is what we've done. Now, what's crazy is we've got 63 units to put into a tournament, and it's time to start the tournament. So I gotta put in the scores here. So what we're gonna do, just to get through these 63 battles, because we're gonna get 1st through 4th place, we will have a bronze medal match, is the first round, since there's gonna be 6, the first round is gonna be 1 and done. Round 2 through 4 will be best out of 3, and then the semifinals and the finals and the 3rd place match will be, you know, first 1 to 3 points. Once you get to the semifinals and final rounds, we'll use the simulation map. Until we get to that point, however, we're going to use whichever map matches the unit of the higher seed in rounds 1 and 2, and then rounds 3 and 4 will just be randomly chosen. It's almost like, you know, home court advantage for being a higher seeded unit. So here we tune in to the battle between the 13th seeded Catapult versus the 52nd seeded Shield Bearers. Shield Bearers are really good at dealing with certain units like ninjas, medieval archers, but are they good at dealing with a unit that specializes in destroying formations? Clearly not. So here's where we stand right now. The Musketeer beat the Berserker to go on and fight the Da Vinci tank. The Jousters beat Spear Throwers. Skeleton Archers beat Cannons, and so on. Hoplites beat Ninjas. Once again, poor matchup for the Ninja. Skeleton Warriors, however, I think are the Dark Horse candidate. Do you guys remember in Tabs when the Hay Baler could take a Ballista Bolt straight to the face and be fine? It is not that case anymore. Hold on, is he dead? Or is he getting back up? Yeah, he doesn't look like he's getting back up. However, the Ballista doesn't have a very good rate of fire. So, it's looking like the Hay Balers here. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. I think this is, I mean, it's not an upset because the Ballista's 20th seed and the Hay Balers are 45th, but I think this is a surprise result because at one point it looked like the Hay Balers were going to wreck this Ballista. But you're able to take like multiple Ballista bolts, assuming that you can get up. All right, guys. Wait a second. I'm pretty sure this one Hay Baler has been hit 4 times by a Ballista. Everybody else died first time. There we go. Oh my god. 4 overtimes later, and a Ballista pulls off the victory on the Hay Baler. Now, probably one of everybody's fan favorite units in Tabs has got to be the Hobbit. They're cute, they're funny, they're short, and they're just very lovable, much like Baby Yoda. You know, cute creatures are always just very well endeared. But it's really unfortunate when you go up against, oh, I don't know, Zeus, who is the 5th seeded unit because he's the 5th most expensive. And he just happens to be magically amazing at destroying insane amounts of hobbits. No matter how many are biting and grabbing at his ankles, Zeus just wrecked. Now, in the first round of the tournament, you gotta think, maybe look at each faction as almost like a conference. You don't really want to play your own conference. You want to see how good your conference does, but sometimes, man, it's just the way it is. So here we have the Harpooners, which have a 28th seed versus the 37th seeded Blunderbuss. And it doesn't look like the harpooners are going to be doing too well here as they take lots of shrapnel shells straight to their face. There's only 2 left out of the 4 they had. 50% are down. They haven't even managed to get any kills yet. And what do you know? Harpooners get wrecked. The Flintlocks, I mean, they're one of the new factions, so they're kind of fun to watch in a tournament. They get a lot of range shots. It looks like they didn't... Oh, wow. That's actually a lot of musket shots that went out. However, they didn't get the Forrest Gump unit, as I like to call him. And I don't know, actually. Flintlock pistols look like they probably... Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised. I thought the wheelbarrow was going to win. But we have an upset. Flintlock takes the victory here. This should be an interesting battle. The Jarls versus the Fencers here. The Jarls are pretty good melee specialists. One is down. There's 2 Fencers left. This one actually is kind of going down to the wire, and it's a red victory. The Jarls get wrecked. Look at this victory pose, man. He just drained the game-winning shot. Bomb throwers and snake archers, your guess is as good as mine. I feel like snake archers could win, unless every bomb just magically hits, which it does. Now, in the first tournament we ever did, the Saracen Pikemen, which was one of the lower seeds, won. They were only $90 now, or back then, and now they're $120, and here we have a fire-breathing dragon, and it absolutely wrecked them. The #1 seed, the most expensive unit in all of tabs, at least when you don't count the secret units. And look at Da Vinci in his tank. He kind of looks like Gandalf to me. But he just so happens to fight the muskets, which I think are going to be pretty good at dispatching him. Wow. And there you have it, folks. Big upset alert. Musketeers take down the #1 seeded Da Vinci tank. Once we get to round 3 and 4, we're doing best of 3, or I guess we're supposed to do that now, aren't we? Let's see if it changes anything. All right, and boom, there you have it. There goes the dynamite. I'm so glad we decided to do the best out of 3 in rounds 2, 3, and 4. And then the semifinals and finals are going to be what? The best out of 5? Here, at least they made a good show of it. But that was crazy. See, this is what I'm saying. In tabs, any battle, if you replay it again, you're going to see a different result. So round 2 is just a story of upsets. Da Vinci tank goes down to the Musketeers, who are 33rd seed. The Jousters go down to the 48th seeded and new dark horse candidate, the Skeleton Archers, who are going to have to fight the Musketeers in the round 3. Wow, Skeleton Warriors are only 80. Now, I'm not sure how the magical ability of the Skeleton Warrior is going to do against Valkyries. They're going to be able to land some hits, though. But then they're going to, what, get scared and fly away? Does that actually preserve them? Wait a second. This ability might actually keep the Valkyries alive. Because normally they just mix it up, continue fighting. This is crazy, actually. I honestly thought that the Skeleton Warriors were going to be a Dark Horse candidate. Hold on. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself thinking that the Valkyries are going to run away with this just because they can hit and run. But they are taking damage whenever they get hit to make them scared, right? Don't you have to be hit? Okay, it's a red victory. So that was the first round. We're going to the second round here. We go best out of 3. I guess what we should call them games. Best out of 3 games. I love how there's just like skeleton heads just rolling around casually on the court as we got Valkyries fight versus the undead. But it doesn't look like it's gonna be that way. Oh my god, I swear I just saw 2 skeletons like raised from the dead. What? Another one? Can they do that? Or were they just never dead in the first place? Yeah, they kind of fall over. Oh, there you go. I swear we've tried to use balloon archers to lift a mammoth before and it didn't work out too well. They've got too much mass. I think the mammoth is going to walk away in a very predictable fashion with a victory for the higher seeded #4 mammoth. Let's see. Best out of 3, boys. You know the drill. And wouldn't you know it, a mammoth has achieved victory. This is the number 3 seed. One of the coolest new units we've seen in maybe all of tabs. I mean, obviously, the Chicken Man still blew my mind the first time I saw it, but the Reaper's ability, and he also hovers. So the Bone Mage literally has no ability, I don't think, to even do anything against the Reaper. Because look at this, man. Bones do nothing, they just keep missing, and that is just the fastest victory I've ever seen. The Reaper could win it all. So here's the Monkey King versus the Candlehead. Candlehead's got the ability to push a unit back, but I'm assuming only if you can hit him. Wow. The Monkey King just did some Matrix stuff. Maybe it's Neo. He can clone himself or make at least distractionary units. I think... Oh, no, maybe the Monkey King does eventually get hit enough times by the Candlehead. Oh, wow. Well, there you go. See? It's just a little bit crazy. So Monkey King takes game 1, going into game 2. Dude, this is awesome. It's like the Monkey King versus like some mages. You know, some wind mages. I feel like Candleheads kind of remind me of like the Wind Nation from Avatar, right? You got wind abilities. So a quick recap of round 2. The biggest upset of the day, Da Vinci Tank. 1 seed goes down to the Musketeers. We have another upset with the Skeleton Archers taking out the Jousters. The King does his job. Skeletons upset the Valkyries. Mammoth goes on. Catapults beat the Ballistas. Zeus, the second biggest upset I think of the day, loses to the Blunderbuss. Pirate Queen does her job. Flintlock moves on. Samurai beats the Dragon in a close one. And the rest were pretty straightforward, with the 3-seeded Reaper absolutely destroying the Bone Mage. That is a lot of Skeleton Archers. It's a decent amount of Musketeers, and they seem to get the first shot, but now they're all on fire and burning, and oh my god. There's only 2 Musketeers left, and they just got absolutely toasted and roasted. I've got a question for you, Big-Eyed King. Do you fear death? Because you, as the number 8 seed, have to fight the 56-seeded and Dark Horse leaders, the Skeleton Warriors. When they hit you, you get a little bit scared. It doesn't look like he's affected by it. No freaking way. He's not affected by it, and as a result, he's making such quick work of the Skeleton Warriors. Now I know if someone just has a big army of Skeleton Warriors, all I gotta do is send out 1 king, and he absolutely destroys them all. Why didn't we think of this earlier when we were doing the campaign challenges where you have to fight the spooky army? So this is kind of good because, well, for the sake of diversity, the Skeleton Warriors, if they had won, they would go on to round 4 and fight the Skeleton Archers, but as a result, they do not. Well, the pirate factions are meeting in round 3. They both have had a pretty good tournament so far, but one is gonna have to go. Now, yeah, if that didn't go well, my money was definitely gonna be on the blunderbusses. The flintlocks, they don't do a lot of damage, and the blunderbusses have a lot of hit points and a very powerful weapon that does pretty well against crowds. I mean, it's basically the old world shotgun. However, it does look like these flintlocks, I think I underestimated. Dude, this guy's wearing some sunglasses, bro. I think I underestimated their melee powers, their melee prowess. Let's see. It's hard to tell how many blunderbusses are alive at any one time because half the time they spend is on their back. If this one gets knocked in the water, I thought blunderbuss was gonna win this. It sure looks like Flintlock just took the first game. Let's go into the second one here. Now, if Blunderbuss doesn't win this, they're out. In Flintlock pistols, I don't know, are they the new peasants? Remember in old tabs, a lot of times you're like, you know what? I don't have a strategy this game. I'm just gonna spam peasants. Who would have thought that the Flintlocks were just natural counters to the Blunderbuss? Whoever wins here has to go fight the Mammoth, though. And I think the blunderbusses would be better for it. Oh, that just does not look very good for this guy. Yep, that's a rout. This should be a very interesting fight. Melee prowess of the martial samurai and their lovely katanas. And the pirate queen, who's got some grenades and 2 very big swords. Oh man, if she drops those grenades right now, all these samurai are dead. Well, all but 1, 2? Who's left alive? Nobody. Reaper Queen takes game 1. Best out of 3. She just needs to win 1 more. Look at those dreads, man. Don't you love this map? I don't know. It's like the pirate faction, they don't have very good melee, but the pirate queen is like one of the best melee specialists. The pirates don't have a lot of melee. Well, look at this. I was clearly wrong. I forgot all about the captain. The captain is going to have to fight. The captain's the 10th seed, and the farmers are the 58th. The farmers to date have destroyed the chieftains. And before that, they took out the Minotaur, which was one of the biggest upsets of the first round. Oh my goodness. Are they just going to continue upsetting everybody? Because it looks like the pirate captain is not able to deal with the sheer quantity and I guess, you know, quantity of men and quantity of sharp sticks that are coming at him. Each one has 3 pointy ends. Even though he's got a pistol, it doesn't look like he's gonna... Wait a minute. Oh, yep. And there you go. Guys, now the farmers are gonna go on to fight the pirate queen. The mighty Viking longships took out the archers in the second round, and the squires in the first round are gonna have to fight one of the most dangerous and newest units in the game, the Reapers. I actually don't know how this is gonna be. It really depends on if those... Oh, one actually died. But while they were to take one out, and this was even money, $5,000 versus 5,000. It doesn't look like it went too well. Okay, but that was kind of cool how one did get taken out. Was this one hit by 3 boats? Or was it 1? Are they affected in the air? Oh, this time neither of them died. At least not right now. Oh man, they're gonna make quick work of this. The Reaper is just very dominant. 1 Monkey King versus 3 Knights. This is the last battle in round 3. Next round is the semifinals. I mean, which Monkey King are you supposed to hit? And why do Knights not hold their shields properly? Monkey King walks away with the first game in hand. The Monkey King is going to... Honestly, the Monkey King might be the best unit to take on the Reaper. If the Monkey King wins this game, it'll win best 2 out of 3, and it'll move on to fight the Reaper in the next round. Red victory. Hold on. We might have a potential upset happening. Or at least this one's going to the 3rd game. Oh, now they're just trampling on him. He can't get away, and he can't clone himself in time. He hasn't taken out any of them. Oh, these 2. Oh, no way. No way does the Monkey King... Is the Monkey King losing? Oh my god, it did! Alright, round 4, where it was a little premature. Swear it never happens. Semifinals is the next round. We got Skelly Archers and the King. Alright, so who's the highest seed right now? We do have the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th seeds still in the game. The lowest seed is the Farmers at 58. They're kind of like the tournament darlings right now. They're the dark horse. And Skeleton Archers are the 2nd dark horse. Round 4, best 2 out of 3. The King is finding himself a little bit hot and bothered by the fact that he has to fight the Skeleton Archers. But remember, this man can sure as heck tank some damage, and he's got the Zweihander, which in slow motion just looks amazing when it's heaving through bones. Come on, Skellies, explode! Why are you hacking at their legs instead of getting... He's carrying bones on him, man, as trophies. Just swing your sword like a normal person. Why are you so dumb? I was ordained to be king. Hurt the bee! Oh, the voice actor, whoever voice acted that king is probably the coolest person in the whole world. All right, King, come on. You know what to do. Smash. Looks like the dark horse is not going well. Is that a sentence? Of course it is. It just doesn't make much sense. What? Whoever wins this one, because round 4 is still best 2 out of 3. It's the semifinals and finals that are the best 3 out of 5. Oh, there's a little bit of friendly fire. That might help the King. Oh my god, it did. Drama. This is exactly what you want in a tournament. A little bit of drama. All right, the 4th seeded Mammoth versus a bunch of Flintlock. If the Flintlock men do not take the Mammoth out here when all their shots are fired, I don't think they have a chance. I don't know for certain, but the trampling ability of the Mammoth is a really good ability when dealing with tons of units. Oh man, the Flintlocks made it so far, only to meet their maker. I guess if they were to encounter the Reaper, they could have probably taken out the King. They may have been able to take out the Monkey King, but they cannot take out the Mammoth. This one's gonna be big. The Farmers versus the Pirate Queen. Now, there are a lot of farmers, but remember, the farmers have actually taken out a lot of really good units. They've taken out the captains, the chieftains, and the minotaurs. So if they do take out the pirate queen, this will be the biggest discrepancy between a unit that won and a top-seeded guy, because they're what? Oh, but the pirate queen just doesn't give a crap. This is insane. Okay, pirate queen just going in here hacking. She must just have a ton of health. I don't know. They have to gank her, but she has the ability to just leap up and then boom, everybody's dead? Oh, you lived the dream, farmers, until you didn't. 4 knights bravely charging the scariest unit in the game right now, the Grim Reaper, who I don't think the tentacles work on the knights because they're like big, but it has that massive like scythe attack. And there's only 2 knights left out of 4. One just got punted into the universe. That's a field goal. Did you see that? Hold on. It flew all the way over here, went through the field goal, and here he is. That is the power of the Reaper's scythe attack. So let's just go back over here and watch this guy get wrecked. Oh my god, perfect timing. Reaper takes game 1. These knights, maybe, did they go from, yeah, they went from 900 to 650, right? Come on, guys. At least make it, you know, exciting. Oh my god, they did. Okay, well, that's all I had to do. Okay, we might have an upset on our hands. The games are tied up 1-1. Knights just got a pretty good attack. No, they didn't. One just got knocked over there. If they're both not dead, they split up. I don't know where the other one went. He probably got launched into the exosphere. I don't know what that is, but it sounds scientific for it's really far away. This knight is so shook up, he can't even carry his shield right. I don't think he knows where he is right now. Oh, Reaper. Oh, I thought he was going to fall in there. Come on. Take him out. Hit him with the pointy end. Do it for your brethren. He's dodged a few attacks. You never know. There's still a chance. Come on, knight. He's going to die right here. And so he did. Well, I guess for all this talk about upsets, there wasn't too many, at least as far as like when you look at this. We've got the 2 and 3 seeds, so they both made it as far as they should, and we've got number 4. So the only one that didn't make it to where it was predicted to was the Da Vinci tank, but that's probably because, I don't know, it encountered musketeers, which were a perfect counter for it. So we don't have too outlandish of a semifinals. Now that we're doing this, we're gonna go to the simulation map. So in order to get the dollars as close as possible, we had to have, let's see, 6 kings and 4 mammoths. So this is going to be the best 3 out of 5. Honestly, the kings aren't going to be too bothered by the trample abilities. 1 mammoth is already down. Oh my god, the kings are just making quick work. Now, they're the 8th seed and the mammoth is the 4th seed. So you would expect the mammoths to win. But remember, the kings have just been probably doing some of the best, and I honestly think the king might have the best chance of beating a Reaper or a Pirate Queen. This is for all of the pickles and cookies out there. Oh, that is brutal. This is what killed the dinosaurs. A bunch of medieval dudes with big swords. Hey, how come his sword's bigger than mine? So, let's see who wins one-on-one. We get a pure, like, simulation here. 1 versus 1. I kind of think the Reaper Queen. I don't know because the Reaper has... Oh, there's the bombs. Oh, she got hit in the air. Oh, she got double hit. Oh my god, she won. Okay, she took the first one. The Pirate Queen is up 1-0. I guess she can tank a lot of damage. I feel... the Pirate Queen and the King are very similar in that regard in terms of they're both able to take a lot of damage. Okay, it's 2-0. The Reaper has made it all the way here. The Reaper might be fighting a woolly mammoth in the 3rd place match. And we're going to play that one first. Boom, boom, boom! The bombs go off, and there goes the Reaper. Pirate Queen takes this one 3-0. So let's show you where we're standing right here. Pirate Queen wins 3-0. This is exactly how you'd expect it, except for the King. The King is the outlier, and therefore he's who I'm cheering for because I like chaos. So first we're going to do the bronze place match between the Mammoth and the Reaper. So this is 15,400 versus 15,000. That's actually not nearly as close as if it was one-on-one, is it? So we'll do one-on-one, which is only a $300 difference. Seems like a lot. I don't know. The trampling ability, I guess you can't really trample something that doesn't fall on the ground. As just giant scythe. That's 2 hits to the mammoth's head. Make that 3. It would be kind of cool if you had dismemberment and you could like take off their tusks. It kind of looks like the Reaper is riding the tusk right now. And so he's kind of like avoiding all the trampling attack, and there's the blue victory. So it's best out of 5, first 1 to 3. Reaper takes game 1. This time the Reaper's under the trunk and the tusks, but it doesn't matter. Reaper takes game 2. This is what happens when you don't have opposable thumbs. You go extinct. So the Reaper is going to be taking home the 3rd place trophy here. And now we go into the final round. Place your bets. Who's going to win? The king or the pirate queen? Now to make the dollars even, we're going to have 5 kings and 3 pirate queens. This is $7,500 of each unit. So the price is balanced, and that's about as good as we can get right here. Pirate queens are fighting a good fight. These 3 are ganking. This one takes one out. This is not looking good. The pirate queens, if they would have won these duels already, I think they would have a chance, but there's only 1 king down on the field right now. It looks like my favorite unit that I'm cheering for. Remember, whoever the voice actor is for the king's got to be the coolest. Therefore, this has got to be the coolest unit. And the kings are holding on to a 1-game lead. We're going into game 2. Oh, Smite Zimvis the Mighty Zweihander. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine watching a game and like the announcer is a little bit biased and you'd be like, you'd be a little sick of that, wouldn't you? But tough luck. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We have a little bit of spice going on. Oh no, did I talk too soon? Guys, I think I talked too soon. This is tied up 1-1. The pirate queens did very good. Here we have another 3v1. Zweihanders, are they finding their targets? The bombs got away. All right, 1 king is down. None of the pirate queens are down. 2 kings are down. Oh my god, there's only 1 king left. Oh my god, this cannot be happening. Oh, but we have a mini-headed king. Maybe that is good luck. We got some voodoo going out there. You gotta hit them before the bombs go off. Bombs are really, really good there. All right, 1 king is down. No pirate queens yet. Wait, all of a sudden they just got so much health. It makes you wonder, the little head guy got hacked. And the pirate queens come back from being down by 1 game and winning it 3-1 in pretty dramatic fashion. We have a victor. Apparently, if you voice act the king, if I did, what? Doesn't make him the best. We've had a pretty exciting tournament. There's still, we could do an updated secret units tournament, but I don't know if we're going to be doing any tournaments until the next major content update. We've got some new maps on the horizon that I've seen over on the Landfall's YouTube page. There's some exciting fortresses. That's going to make custom battles so good again. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching another episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. If you stayed till the end, say Wookiees like cheeseburgers in the comments, and I know you watched it all. Anyway, let me know if you'd like to see more, and if you'd like more tabs, pull the trigger on the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.